Lions TV, this is your Sunday weekly roundup show. Look what we've only gone and done this week. 7 days crammed into less than 7 minutes. Let's take a look. First team, obviously, is where we always start. There was no games this week due to the very frustrating, very pointless international break. England played Germany, I believe, Friday. Didn't even watch it, not interested. But yeah, just want to take the chance and the opportunity to say, with there being no games, that I see a little bit of hate for the manager during the week on a few Mill history on Facebook, a couple of other things, and that's baffled me, to be honest. What I'll say in defence of the manager is, you know, we started out the season the way we did. We've never been disgraced in any game this season. But when you lose your main centre half and your main central midfielder, then obviously that's going to have an effect on the way the team play and the way the team perform. So, yeah, I was very, very surprised to see, you know, listen, if we all of a sudden just dip off and our form dips and we start playing terrible for absolutely no reason, then yeah, obviously I'll get that after a certain time. But let's not forget, I mean, any team in this division, we've said it a million times before, the budget that we've got is nowhere near, and the strength in depth we've got is nowhere near other clubs. So to lose Byron Webster, to lose Sean Williams, and then even for a time Steve Morrison, cut the manager some slack, basically, is what I'm saying. Some good news to come out this week, though, is Sean Williams is going to be back in training next week. It's the quickest comeback ever. So, yeah, he's got his knee brace off and he's been running this week on level 15. I usually do 16, but whatever. But, yeah, it'll be good to have him back. We all know how much we've missed him. Get well, Sean, and hopefully you will be back in action sooner rather than later. Now, the bad news. Jed Furley-Wallace, as we all know by now, his red card appeal was rejected by the FA. Shocking decision. I mean, that's twice this year now. Gregory, all right, I didn't think that was a sending off. Jed's definitely weren't a sending off. It does seem as though we are being discriminated against by the FA. I'm sorry to say, but it does genuinely now seem that way. So he's going to miss 3 games. But the Cav dog, Stevie Kavanagh, look how angry he looks here. And can you blame him, really? I don't want to dig anyone else out, but I don't know if anyone's seen Henry Lansbury's tackle for Aston Villa. Ridiculous how that, and that got rescinded. That got taken away, that red card. So how Jed's hasn't is absolutely a joke, to be fair. And Stevie Kavanagh has taken it to the next level. He's taken it to, I'm going to have to read this one, sorry. He has taken it to the PGMOL, who are basically a governing body who provide the FA with referees and linesmen. Now, on the day of the game, the Burton game, the fourth official and the match assessor both said at the time that it was never a red card. It shouldn't have been a red card. So Millwall have obviously took it to them now, and the PGMOL have actually said that they are flabbergasted at the decision. There you go. What a word that is, by the way, flabbergasted. To me, that's a word that's not used enough in everyday language, so I'm going to start trying to use it more. The PGMOL are flabbergasted. They took it to the next stage, but as it stands, we won't have Jed this Saturday when we travel to the Stadium of Light. Moving on to the under-23s. They had a game on Friday at home. Then it was against Ipswich under-23s development squad. I'm not sure why it was on a Friday though. Usually it's on a Monday, and I like to try and get down to the games. But I was at work Friday, so I couldn't get there. A few first teamers in action, obviously. Tom Elliott gets some minutes there. Fred, Tomo, and Marlon Romeo, as well as Tom King in goal. So yeah, I don't know why. It did confuse me slightly why a couple of them were playing. Maybe, you know, they're pushing for a place and they want to keep their fitness up to the absolute maximum. But the game started out. We took the lead. Harry Donovan, apparently good goal. Obviously, I haven't seen it. It was pegged back soon after by Ipswich. Then Christian Brian Mora. I really, really like the look of Brian Mora. And he's put us back in front with a shot into the top corner. And then, unfortunately, in the 90th minute of the game, we was pegged back by Ipswich and the game ended in a 2-2 draw. But yeah, up next for the under-23 development squad, we are at home to Charlton Athletic on the 20th. Moving on to the Lions TV app. It is free to download. On anything Apple. It's not on any other platforms at the minute. I'm sorry, I know people have been asking me Android, whatever. I don't listen. Sounds like a Dalek. I don't know what Android is. But at the minute, it's only available on anything Apple. iPad, iPhone, iPod. Next season, hopefully, it'll be on other platforms. But the guy who built it for me charged me enough as it was, to be honest. And I couldn't, he couldn't develop it on those platforms. But he's saying he can do it for me now at the end of the season, maybe in the summer, and he won't charge me for it. So next season, it will be. It's just passed 10,000 downloads. So people going, you shouldn't have put it on iPhone, you should put it on Android. It said 10,000 downloads. All it is, the app, it's just a very easy way to look. I'm going to show you here now, to look at our social media. We're on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. We're closing in on 5,000 on Twitter and 3,000 on Facebook. So, and we've just passed 2,000 Instagrams. So if you're not following us on any of those platforms, get involved on them. Also, sponsors page, big thanks to our sponsors. As always, little links to their websites in the sponsors page. YouTube, there's playlists, there's videos, there's most recent videos. There should be updating soon. There'll be a wait. So if you just like looking at the away days or you just want to see the full-time reactions, it's just an easier way for you to all look at the Lions TV app and just easier to find the videos and find whatever you need. So it's all under one sort of roof for you. And finally, the podcast. Big Tony Warner is currently touring the world, Thailand, India. His job situation has changed. So our podcast, we're very proud to be sponsored by Salachi Solicitors, and it will be continuing. Don't worry about that. But at the minute, it's very difficult to pin the big man down. I've seen him gallivanting in Thailand doing a spoof housing program. So yeah, that lunatic's out and about, travelling the world, and I look forward to getting back in front of the mic of him very, very soon. Finally, moving on to subscribers. At the end of the video, I always say, please subscribe to Lions TV. And as I've asked this before, when I did actually request it of you, you all started doing it. I actually need you to subscribe to my channel. I'll be honest with you, it's almost ground to a halt with the subscribers lately. The views are going up. We're on the verge of 2 million views, but there's absolutely... What's wrong with you?
Too fat for that.
He's chomping on a Big Mac. Oh, no, what are you eating?
Galaxy.
He's eating a Galaxy and his tooth's about to fall out. But less of him and more about the subscribers. We are on the verge of 5,000 subscribers. We've had nearly 2 million views, and our subscribers does not tally up with these bits. Does not tally up. So listen, let's get this wrapped up now, because at 5,000 subscribers, I'll be giving this away. This season's vest signed by the team. I'll also be giving away, this massively needs a pump up, this signed ball from around the 95-96 era bowler players, but I will pump that up. And finally, this Jimmy Abdu match-worn shirt. All you got to do is go on to YouTube, press subscribe. If you haven't got a Google Mail account, it will ask you to set one up. It literally takes 2 minutes. It'll help me out, and you could win some free shit. So that's it. That's a wrap. I'll see you in the week for... Oh, no. There is 2 very, very special Millwall memories going on tomorrow with 2 Millwall players from different eras. I'm going to see one in the morning, I'm going to see one in the evening, and I'll keep that under my hat. You'll see them on the channel early this week, and then later in the week, I'll be back for a pre-match prediction for the Sunderland game. They haven't won at home in over a year, and I'll be flabbergasted if we don't get a result. Please subscribe to Lions TV. Come on, you Lions.